quick question for you. What does it take to build a brand such that your company is the first one that people think of when they are in need of your services? So for example, if you're a roofing company, how can you build such a brand that when someone in your market needs a roof in 5 years, they're automatically thinking of you? That is what my guest today has built with his company, Superstorm Restoration. Chandler Steffy is an incredible leader. He's built up a very successful company on that premise. How can we build relationships with people today that might not need our services today, but that we can serve years down the road when they will inevitably need our services? Chandler is someone that has been through our marketing training programs here at Contractor Dynamics. He's currently in our Arena Mastermind program. I had the opportunity to sit down with Chandler at one of our recent events to just unpack his brain, unpack his strategy for building that 5 mile famous brand in his area so that it can continue to dominate year in and year out. So tune in and take some notes, get some nuggets from my friend Chandler Steffy. Chandler Steffy, Superstorm Restoration. Tell us a little bit about your company. Just a quick kind of
10,000 foot overview. We're an exterior restoration company in Des Moines, Iowa. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters. My background's being a framing carpenter. Wanted to get into something a little as I got older, and we started this business going on 12 years ago now.
Awesome. What does a 5 mile famous concept mean to you?
It's a concept that we started our business off of. I never really put it to that language until I saw it come across with you. But in our 11 years in business, 90% of our business has been done, and I've always said it, within 3 to 5 miles of our office through our marketing efforts that we do and how we've done it. What made us unique or makes us different than a lot of marketing companies want to market the whole like a 40, 60 mile radius, then get all this stuff to us. And we have teams of people that go out, and do canvassing through the different neighborhoods, whether it's a storm or not a storm. Our concept is storm, no storm. We want to go through the neighborhood, evaluate all these properties, have that evaluation data captured, and then we can go back whether a storm event happened or not, number one. Number two, we get to teach and educate the homeowner. So, because sometime in the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years, they're going to need one of our services, whether it's roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They're going to need it. So we would tell our marketing companies we're going to, hey, we only want to market this little 1 square mile or this mile over here. We don't need the whole, 30 mile radius, and they just would never understand it. So it was always a challenge to us to have that happen. And our success has been in that we'll get into that neighborhood, we'll focus, you'll win that one neighborhood over, then they'll see you branding, they'll see you on the street, they'll talk to their neighbors. And that's what's made our business special through the marketing side of it. Now that we've gotten working with you guys, now we're able to dial it in, and it's not, yes, my idea of just that neighborhood was great, but what you guys helped us was you can actually market the whole community in that 30 mile, but you can actually direct it down into the individual areas we're working in as well, which we weren't getting out of our other companies we worked with.
Got it. So you guys are doing it in-house now, and you're seeing a lot of success with that?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Night and day difference. We can actually have numbers that match up to what we're actually producing. You know what I'm saying? So you have better terminology than I do, but we can run an ad now and actually know what that ad and the results of it.
Attribution. Yeah.
Which before we'd have a company, and the example I'd give is, we had all these numbers and we were going through and reviewing it one day, and it said Des Moines, but it was Des Moines, Washington.
No.
Yeah. And we were getting all these hits, and they were counting it as success for us, but it was 1,500 miles away from us, or it was Polk County, and it was Polk County, Florida. And those were the results we were getting back. And we were like, come on, you're not even giving us results. And the results you are showing is because my team was out in the field that day.
Yes.
Or that week.
Yes. Now you're a smart business owner, you're experienced, and so you know how to kind of dig in and ask those questions. So many other contractors don't even know to look at that. And so they're probably everyone's overspending on marketing, right? It's like the old saying, 50% of my marketing is not working. I'm just not sure which 50% that is, right? So
100%.
good for you for like being able to ask the right questions.
I didn't know that at first.
Yeah.
At first I was spending, we started, it was like $6,000 and then they convinced us it need to go to $7,000. And the next thing you know, we were at $8,500 plus the marketing costs. So we're going to spend over $10,000 a month. And then I started going, well, where's this going?
Yeah.
And that's when I started to dive back in and question it. And that's when we were like, we could probably do this better in-house and take our time and teach ourselves. And at first we tried teaching ourselves and that wasn't very successful. And then we found you guys and it's really helped us in the last 4 months. It's dynamically changed.
Ooh, no pun intended. Huh?
Oh, I didn't. There we go.
Chandler mentioned the Contractor Dynamics program and marketing training that he and his team have been through for the past couple of years. So I want to give you a couple of nuggets on what that is all about. We here at Contractor Dynamics are a marketing training company. What that means is that we train roofing companies. Yes, 100% roofing companies. That's our focus. That's our core focus. We train roofing companies on how to run their own marketing. So just like Chandler was talking about, where they were spending money on marketing agencies, having no idea what they were getting and getting leads from all over the country when they're based in Iowa, they were just wasting a whole bunch of money. Chandler and his team were able to bring their marketing in-house. They hired a couple of in-house people to run their marketing, and they hired Contractor Dynamics to train their in-house people to equip them with the tools that they need to be able to crush it with their marketing, to build their brand, to generate leads, to attract top quality talent to join their team. And now they have this internal machine inside their company where they don't need to rely on outside agencies. They have control over their ability to generate customers on demand. So if you want to learn how to do that, reach out to us here at Contractor Dynamics. Go to contractordynamics.com, click the link below wherever this video or this audio might be, and we'll give you some clarity on how you can do the same thing that Chandler and his team have done. No, I love that. I mean, there's a guy out there at our event. He just signed up with a marketing company, $9,000 a month. And I could tell by talking to him, he's like, he doesn't know marketing and he didn't seem that confident. And I'm like, man, I hope it works out for you. Like I do, but it's probably not, like it's probably not.
What's a hard thing for me or as an owner in marketing, that is, you're sitting there scrolling through the Facebooks or all the different, you see all your competitor stuff,
right?
But you very seldom ever see yours. And when we were using another company, I would never see my own. So you have to trust. There's a trust factor involved in there.
Yeah.
And if and when you lose that trust, you have to somehow figure out how you're going to regain it.
Right.
And that was our decision, was to take it all in house and go this route. Now I can actually see the numbers on the backside.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I guess the other thing I would like to share is the culture within the team. They see it and feel it. And as we're out in the community now, I'm running into people that are saying to us, I see your marketing, I see your ads. You guys are everywhere. And that's really exciting as well. And for our team to be able to wear this and then to be able to community, have people say, hey man, I see what you guys are doing. Not just in our roofing side of things, but when you're doing it for community involvement or helping with community or charity things, it really makes the team feel good. So our team is coming together from it. Oh, it's been exciting to see.
That's priceless. That's awesome.
But can't put a value on it. It's great.
And that also goes into what you said before, which I want to drill down on for the audience, is you're out there knocking doors and building relationships with people that might need your services 3, 5, 7 years from now. Most contractors just don't think out that far. They're just like, hey, I need leads this week, this month. Like, how has that mentality served you just in business in general? Just being able to like, hey, I'm going to plant seeds today that I might not be able to harvest for 3 years.
So when I started, I was a framer. I got out of framing and then I got into, it was an insurance restoration, and I was getting into a franchise is what I got into.
Yeah.
And they taught us to knock on doors, go door to door to door. The 10 doors you get on, look for damages, the damage you find, tell the homeowners to file a claim, and you're going to get by sure numbers, 2 to 3 of them are going to file a claim. You're going to get business off of it. The problem is the community we live in is small. I mean, it's a big town, but it's still small enough that I run into those people. And that's a moral and ethical issue that I had challenges with. So by the end of that first year, I was able to get out and start our own brand. And it was, like I said before, teaching, educating property owners. But what we wanted to focus on, similar to what you just taught out in today, was the 60 to 70% of the people that we don't help because they don't want it today. And you emphasize, I've always said it, that, maybe we're not going to get them in our numbers. They just don't work. It's because they don't want that today. And we started to sell on, yes, we got the 2 or 3. That's great. It's the 6 or 7 you don't get that we want to sell them on the future.
Yeah.
And we want to convince them of that next contractor coming to the door that, hey, I already got my contractor. They've done this great reporting for us and they're our go-to.
Right.
And I literally feel like we take them off of the market. And that's what our goal is to take them off the market.
Love it. When you're creating that brand and building those relationships, that's goodwill. That's in your market. That's an asset for your business.
And we sell them on the fact that, yes, we do roofing, siding, windows, gutters. But you know what? If you need somebody that does concrete, I know the 2 or 3 guys in town are going to help you.
Right.
If you need a paint job, I know the 2 or 3 guys. Yes, go do your research, find out who they are, but check these 3 out first. And again, that helps us with our business as well for what we specialize in.
100%. You're going to get those referrals back from those guys.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Cool. For other contractors who might be skeptical about the importance of marketing, what do you tell them?
It's about marketing and branding. When you say it, I think in my head, I don't know where we would be without marketing for the brand. A lot of people, I think, look at marketing as going out and I'm doing a direct sale that I'm trying to sell that roof. And my concept, and I think a lot of what you're teaching is, it isn't about that actual, I want to sell that roof. It's about the brand and making yourself a solid brand. And you might have a good brand, but until you start to market it and you get that out there, it's no different than, one thing I was thinking about today was, if I talk to you about a white car and you're going to see a white car, how many white cars you're going to see? And all I do for the next 6 hours is stick a white car in front of you. What are you going to see when you leave here today?
Yeah.
A white car. And marketing does the same thing with the brand.
Absolutely. Yep.
So I guess that's how I see it.
Yeah.
How vital it is. And if you're not doing it, I think you're missing out, because the guys that are going to get through the way the world is today and the economy and get to the next phase of success are going to have to get branded.
I think we're seeing that. We're seeing an influx of contractors coming to us that have had it pretty easy the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, shoot, I need to work harder to find that business that I'm used to getting, that came so easily.
Oh, it's gravy. I mean, our business is in Iowa. Last 3 years, we've had storms. Everybody's been in Iowa. This year, the storms disappeared. All the out-of-town contractors are gone. All the local contractors are down 20, 30% on their numbers, and they're struggling. And it's the ones right now, when I talk to our vendors and you look out who's making it and who's successful, are the ones that really do good on their branding.
Love it. Love it.
Marketing side.
Awesome.
I've enjoyed the bet. Love it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chandler. I appreciate it. You're doing things right, and it's a pleasure to get to the opportunity to work with you.
Thanks for letting us come to it today.
Of course. All right, guys, you know what? There's nothing real sexy about what we talked about there. What we talked about there are fundamentals of business, fundamentals of brand building, fundamentals of marketing that every company should be doing. Now, these things are not going to make you rich overnight. They are not the magic button that's going to flood your inbox with leads overnight. These are the things that actually work sustainably for the long run so that you could build consistency and predictability into your business, just like Chandler has done. So I hope you got some nuggets out of this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at contractordynamics.com. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram directly at HeyJosephHughes. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Hit me up in the DMs on Facebook as well. I'm always in there every day answering questions and really helping everyone level up. So thanks again for tuning in. Hope this was good use of your time, and we'll see you next time.